Here we go. Elven teams. Of course, I'm just half kidding here. I'm not a fan of elven teams or elves in general for that matter, but still, they're a decent team. Oh, let's see. Oh, fireman just passed outside. So, let's buy an apothecary, and even though they don't cost much at 50,000, rerolls will probably be a bit hard to come by. So let's get a couple and see what we can do after that. So, more firemen. Let's purchase players. They do have access to 4 different positions: blitzers, throwers, catchers, and linemen. Contrary to Amazons, which I covered in the last video, they do have different stats, which is always fun. So let's look at the blitzers. Well, the first thing you have to know is that blitzers cost a bundle. 110,000 is pretty pricey. But they do have 7 movement, which is very good, 3 strength, which is average, and 4 agility, which is great, and 8 armor, which is good for elves. And they also have access to the agility and general table. They come with block and sidestep. Sidestep is pretty nice. No, it's not always useful, but usually it is. The only problem with blitzers is that they don't have access to the strength table right away. You need doubles. And for blitzers, well, that's really crappy. You know, it sucks. So, even though they cost a lot, they do come with block right away. So, let's buy one and see where we can go from there. Throwers don't cost that much. They do have lower movement with 6, same strength and agility as blitzers, but lower armor value at 7. And they only come with the skill pass. However, they do have access to every table except strength. Well, I never talk about mutations, although it would be fun to see mutated elves. Anyway, so you will need to roll doubles to get those strength skills. Anyway, they still can get skills like block, pass, nerves of steel, safe throw, jump up, fend, whatever you like. Basically, it depends on the type of passing game you want to create. So in some cases, fend might be more useful to you, and other times you'll probably prefer nerves of steel. Anyway, let's get one of them. Catchers, very pricey, but they do have 8 movement, which is very good. Normal strength, high agility, low armor. They do come with catch and nerves of steel. Very good skills to start with. And they have access to the general and agility tables, just like blitzers. But they cost 100,000. That's very pricey. Let's buy one. And finally, linemen. Linemen. Well, 6 movement. Normal. Not really impressive. 3 strength, 4 agility, and 7 armor. They do have access to general and agility tables. So, on elven teams, you'll really want those doubles so that you can go get a few strength skills like guard and mighty blow, for example. And they cost 60,000, which is a lot for a lineman. Anyway, we need a bunch of them. So, now we have 11 players and 90,000 left, which means you could get another lineman, or it's probably a better idea to get a third reroll. Rerolls are never wasted. So here you have 40,000 left, and it's sort of a down payment for getting another one of those blitzers or linemen, for example. Well, you could have dropped the blitzer or dropped a catcher and a thrower and go for lineman instead and get a couple more rerolls. So it's really your choice. Personally, I would tend to just forego the thrower and the catcher. So I would already save, let's see, 50,000 there. So that would enable me to get a fourth reroll. Still, I would only have one blitzer, and the rest would be linemen. Hey, depends on how you want to start your team. So if you think you'll be running more than passing, this is a really good alternative. Anyway, that's about it. Not very good teams, but they do have a lot of potential. But they will never be the bashy team, since you don't have access normally to the strength table, which sucks. Let's face it. Anyway, that's probably why I hate elven teams. I prefer teams that can pound you into the ground. Anyway, that's about it for elven teams, and I'll see you in the next Let's Create a Team.